Hello, hey everybody, here I am. All right, so how y'all doing? Hi Sharon, hi Mandy. All right, so we're here today talking a little bit about Lynn. Obviously, he appealed the decision regarding the harassment of the clerk and everything. Anyway, the appeals court today affirmed the trial court's ruling and everything. So we'll talk a little bit about Lynn. And then what I'm going to also tell you guys about, I'm going to start off with here, and I'll say it again at the end, but I have just finished, got off the phone, got it all dealt with getting my trip to Wisconsin rescheduled for 1 week sooner. So what that means is I'm now going to be in Wisconsin from the October 17th until October 25th. So that means we're going to be doing the Madison rally, and this is now pretty firm. This is very firm, actually, that we are doing the Madison rally on Wednesday, October 21st. So that's the day of rally now. Brandon Maddox is going to be there. Many of the folks from Eagle Nation are going to be there, and I'm hoping we're going to have a strong showing of Avery Dassey supporters there as well. At least local folks in the state and everything that can make it there somewhat easily. And maybe anybody, because, it's about 3 months away still, 2.5 months or whatever. So those that can plan to get there for Wednesday, October 21st, please do. And if you're interested in making the trip, just know that you could join us in Neenah on Tuesday, the 20th, if you so desire. And we're going to be over there rallying and supporting Michael Funk, Eagle Nation, and what happened over there in December of 2015. In face coverings, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean, Sharon. So, all right. So that's what's going on with my trip at the end of October. Still the end of October, but it's now a week sooner. It's gonna be a week earlier. Right on. It'll be awesome to see you, Millbilly. I'm glad. It'll be great to see you. So what we're gonna do is that Wednesday. Talk a little bit more about this. That Wednesday, October 21st. The intention is that all the Eagle Nation folks that were protesting and stuff and rallying in Neenah on Tuesday, that's where we'll be rallying for Eagle Nation stuff on Tuesday. Hopefully, the idea is that most of those folks will then come to Madison. That we will have, hopefully, weather permits, and that we will have some bikers there, so that we'll have some motorcycles and stuff like that. We're gonna have Brandon Maddox playing, some music there, and we're gonna, it should be a lot of fun. It should be a good time, and like I say, if you show up, you get to sit there in front of the Capitol building and yell at Governor Evers and tell him he needs to take Brendan Dassey seriously. So, what more do you need? I'm going to continue to try to come up with things to make this more exciting, but hey, that's pretty good right there. We get to listen to Brandon Maddox playing some of his tunes. We get to yell at Governor Evers and tell him to take Brendan Dassey seriously. We get to raise quite a bit of awareness. We will have the local press there. We'll definitely have the local press there, but we are working on it, hoping that if as we promote this, if we start tagging some national media, that we might hopefully get just one national media outlet to come show up and cover it. So that's where we're headed with this, folks. I hope you guys are getting behind it, getting excited about it, because, this is for real. I had to reschedule my trip today, and it cost me an extra 95 bones to reschedule my trip. But I have no problem with that, because we are going to make a big spectacle for Avery and Dassey and Eagle Nation. We are gonna make a big noise, make a big spectacle, and we are gonna hopefully get the attention of some people there in Madison who weren't previously paying attention to these things. That is my biggest hope, is to get people that weren't previously aware to become aware. And if we get if we can get a lot of that going on that Wednesday in Madison, and even on that Tuesday in Neenah, if we can get that, that's awesome. So you said you're all going on be there. I was asking if you guys will be wearing face coverings at the end of October. Well, I'll put it this way, Sharon. Yes, I am planning to wear a face covering myself. I know Wisconsin doesn't have really strict coronavirus, or COVID-19 protocols, or lockdowns, or anything like that, mandates. For the most part, Wisconsin's just pretty kind of, they're just not real. They're not cracking down with a lot of mandates and things like that. So I don't even know how necessary it would be, but I would advise that if we're all going to be pretty close to each other, if we're all going to be that close to each other with that many of us, that we probably all should be wearing masks. It would be my suggestion to everybody that everybody wear masks, because we're going to be that close and that close at quarters, and masks help knock down the rate of transmission so that it doesn't spread like wildfire. And so I think we should at least wear masks. If you wanted my opinion, that's my opinion. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, it's mandatory face mask in Wisconsin. Well, there you go. It's mandatory. So we are wearing masks. Let's hope team's owner gets a new date. Yeah. Let's see. It looks like you. It sounds like you, but you're on time, so it's really you. Yeah, funny guy, Paul. All right. Let's see. I hate wearing them. It sucks. They do now. Oh, so they did make it now? Okay. So, like I said, I'll be bringing my mask. I'll be having my mask. Actually, I'm going to have two. I might even buy a third one. Because I obviously, if I'm going to be there all day in Madison, I don't want just one mask, because I don't wear one mask all day. That's not what I do. If I'm wearing it all day, I wear usually at least two masks, and I'll wear one for half a day, and I'll throw it out into the sun. Basically, I'll put it somewhere where it's in the sun and it bakes in the sun. Anybody know why I do that? So, and I put the first one out where it bakes in the sun, and then I put on my second one for the second half of the day, and then I go through the second half of the day. And then when I'm done at the end of the day, I throw the second one onto the dash of my truck so that the sun continues to beat on it and shine on it. So, anybody guessing why I put my masks in the sun like that? Even after the virus is under control. Oh, Finn's going to be wearing her face mask even after the virus is under control. Pack your mask. Pitchfork. No pitchforks. No torches. Mask though, yes. We're definitely not looking for pitchforks and torches though. Those aren't allowed. That's contraband. Yeah, the death total in the UK is spiking up. Yeah. That's why I say, folks, wear your mask when you go out in public. When you're going to be around people, wear a mask. Just knock down the rate of transmission. That's all we're trying to do. Knock down the rate of transmission. That way, we don't end up with our hospitals getting overwhelmed, and then they can actually be able to treat the people that are sick without being overwhelmed, right? That's all it is, right? Just knocking down the rate of transmission, slowing down the rate of the spread. And that's what masks do. So anyways, getting back to what I was saying, is I will probably be bringing 3 because we'll be out there a large part of the day, and I'm going to want multiple masks. The reason why I want multiple masks is because I don't like to wear the same mask all day. I know that bacterial and stuff can build up in the mask as you're breathing into it over the course of the day and everything. So I like to use multiple masks, and like I say, I throw them out in the sun, and the reason why I throw them out in the sun is because the sun then bakes them and kills any bacteria that's there. So Millbilly, I was painting a gang box today, and I did the best I could to get the paint. It was black paint, and I did the best I could to get it off. I need to go back in with maybe some more Comet and a scrubber again, but so Everybody has to wash their hands, though, according to COVID, or for COVID as well. Or use hand sanitizer, you know. I'm too cheap to wash it. Well, the sun is a purifier. I don't know if you guys knew that. The sun, yeah. I don't know. Have you guys ever gotten into your car on a hot day? You know what it's like in there? Yeah. So that heat kills bacteria. So I wash them periodically as well, but I'm more worried about the bacterial infection. That's the thing I'm really concerned about. Anyways. Hello, Tracy. So, there we go. Let's see what else. Any more comments I missed here? No handshakes, chest bumps. Or no, it's the COVID handshake, right? Where you bump elbows, right? 81 deaths in England, 32 more in Wales. Sharon Sunshine. Yeah. UK is having a rough time with COVID. Well, not Scotland, but the rest of the other parts of the UK are having a pretty rough time with it. So, okay. Len Kaczynski, right? So, and I'll go over the Madison thing again at the end, by the way, folks. I'll go over all those dates again, and I'll go over all that stuff again at the end of the video, just for folks that may have missed, who may come in as we're talking about Len here. So I'll do that again at the end. So Sharon, please remind me so I don't forget to do that again at the end. Anyways, okay, talking about Len. Now, I didn't get a whole lot of chance to look into Len today. I did get to read some of the decision, and I've been going through it. And it's basically stuff we all know from reading the other stuff, from reading the other, the last judgment and everything, is that Len was doing some creepy stuff with his clerk, somewhat creepy. And it ended up, there was a judgment against him. Now, I think it's interesting because when I first started reading this thing, one of the first things you see is it says that Leonard Kaczynski appeals from an amended judgment, right? You guys know what they're talking about, right? What they're saying. The judge, when the jury found Len guilty, there was supposed to be some kind of, I think it was 5 months or some amount of time in jail that came along with it. But the judge, what did he say? I forget the term that he used, but he basically made it where Len didn't have to do the jail time, but he was still guilty. So there was, what essentially had happened is a probation was put on Len Kaczynski. Even though he didn't go to jail, there was a probation. And essentially from what I can tell, most of what this appeal is about is him complaining about the restrictions that were put on him, according to probation. And it seems like that's really what he was really upset about. Hey, Jerome, what's up, buddy? Am I the only one who thought LK looked very, very comfortable wearing a mask? Yeah, you may be right, T1. You may be right. Stayed. That's what it was. That's right. That's what it was. The judge stayed basically the jail time. He stayed that so that Len didn't have to serve it. So that's why I say this whole appeal is basically him complaining about the terms of his probation. And he's claiming he didn't have the right to due process. He's claiming all this stuff. Obviously, you're going into court, you're going to claim everything you can and see what sticks, right? That's what lawyers tend to do. That's the way they tend to do it in court. They throw everything they got and they see what sticks. Oh. All right, chatters over in the live chat. This is not about UK's COVID problem. All right. Some of the funny things I found here. Sorry, let me refill my Dr. Pepper real quick. Some of the things I found interesting here is just him complaining about, he's complaining that he can't, he's finding the probation. Like I said, he's finding the probation to be he feels like it's a violation of his, it's just crazy. And I did see that the judges here said the same thing to Len that the state was arguing about Avery when they were arguing Zellner, because they were saying, the state was claiming that Zellner was making collateral attacks against the judgment or whatever with the way that she was presenting her argument or whatever. And they said that here about Len, that's exactly what he was doing. But this is a judgment. This isn't just the state throwing their theory out there, but this is actually the judges saying it, that's what was going on. That Len's suit or whatever, Len's filing here, or his challenging of the judgment, essentially, is him trying to collaterally attack the judgment in the trial court, which is really not allowed, and they're pointing that out. And so he may have to serve the jail time. Hey, well, I would like for him to have to serve that jail time personally. But let's see. Can I join before the end of your live show? I've got some good news. Sure, buddy. Bring you on. He had a hearing today, trying to get the case dismissed, which was denied, right? Len also has a second criminal case that goes to jury trial in September for violating his parole. Right, which is probably why he's complaining so much about his terms of probation or parole, whatever you want, whichever one it is. So I have been looking up the comments. So he was purring. Yeah. That reminds me. I had the perfect little app that I downloaded once here. What the hell? Come on, just go to what I want. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. What else we got? All right. Anyways, that's enough fun with Len. So, let's see. I may capture the hearing today if anyone wants to watch it. I do want to watch it. I was at work though, so I couldn't watch it. So anyway, mainly, like I said, here we go. Let's go through it. It talks about the background here. And let me read the rest of this paragraph. So he obviously says, that it was amended judgment of the conviction finding him guilty of violating a harassment injunction and from the order denying his post-conviction motion. We conclude that Kaczynski's prosecution comported with due process, that sufficient evidence supported the jury verdict, and that the trial court properly exercised its discretion to impose probation conditions that were reasonable and appropriate for Kaczynski's rehabilitation and the protection of society, and specifically the petitioner. Accordingly, we affirm. So they basically are backing up the trial court's judgment. And I imagine he's complaining, like I said, like Fenn was pointing out, that he's complaining about, he's making these complaints because obviously he's going to be coming up on charges for violating his parole. So this was probably his attempt to make that null and void, right? At least would seem like that was his attempt. He decided to appeal the conviction after he was arrested again. Oh, crud. Oh, that's funny. They deleted the hearing, the airing of the hearing right after they aired it. Oh, wow. You just upload it to your YouTube channel if you got it. I mean, basically, this is all stuff we know. We know that he was, a a restraining order was created and filed to prevent him from having contact with MB. That would be the person here that made the accusations and the claims against Len. Oh, it is up on your channel. Okay, good. So that's where I'll go check it out. Right on. So there was the restraining orders. Len was violating those restraining orders. He was continuing to, he seemed to be escalating in his creepy behavior. The more that it was discouraged, he seemed to escalate more. Each time the court or whatever did something to try to discourage him, he would seem to escalate in his behavior, from what I could tell back when we were following what was going on with him and his clerk. And so, yeah, I mean, it was really, really strange stuff. But eventually he continued to violate those orders, and he eventually came up on charges for violating those restraining orders, and he was actually found guilty. So that's what he's appealing here. So how did he ever become a judge? Well, because he's really big in the legal circles there in Wisconsin, Gloria. Paul did a series of videos about this. He's part of, he's just in the clique there in that area of Wisconsin. It's like I say, how we always talk about Wisconsin seems to have an abundance of good old boys clubs. Well, yeah, it's like Len Kaczynski is in like what you would, for me, in my mind, he's in what is the legal equivalent of a good old boys club. And he gets away with murder. Not murder, but he gets away with a lot. Then was also trying to get credited for time served under house arrest. Ha! Nah, dude, you don't get time served for being at home, dude. Jeez. It was he on house arrest when MAM2 came filming? I wonder. Was he? Oh man. So yeah, that's pretty wild stuff. That is pretty wild stuff. I hadn't gotten a chance. Like I said, I hadn't gotten a chance to look into all the stuff about Len, like Tracy and Fenner over here telling us. But I know all that went before. So but I tell you what, it's very interesting that he decided to file his appeal after being arrested again. So that's very interesting stuff. So yeah. So anyways, this whole thing is just a mess. Did he ever, let me ask, I don't know. Do you know, Tracy, did they ever end up giving him cases to be as a public defender? Because I remember there was talk about that after the judgment, that they were like getting ready to line up some public defender cases for him. So I don't know. I was curious about that, if there was anything to that. But I personally think the guy has no business at this point being in a courtroom. I think he's kind of getting a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's probably better, I think, for him to ride off into the sunset at this point. But it seems he can't. How is he getting arrested again? It's just like, God, he must be so just craven that he cannot leave it alone. He keeps violating the parole. He keeps on violating, first it was violating the restraining orders. Now he's violating parole. He can't stop. He can't freaking stop. It's freaking bizarre, but it's like he's self-destructing. It's like he's melting down, He just can't stay away from that woman. Yeah, I know. It's bizarre. His fixation on MB is like just bizarre. Oh, all right. Oh, I meant since his judgment. I thought I remember hearing that they were going to line up some. They were looking to get him back to work as a public defender or something, but maybe. Well, anyways, maybe not. Oh, his license is suspended. Okay, but only for 2 years. Okay, so maybe at the end of the 2 years. Okay. Well, I still think he's a little getting a little bit, right? Like even just listening to him talk in MAM2, did you listen to him talking? He sounded, I mean, I want you guys to know I'm a huge Dodger fan, and I love Vin Scully, okay? But have any of you heard Vin Scully talk recently, in recent years and recent times? He doesn't talk like the old Vin Scully, you know? He sounds mostly like the old Vin Scully, but you can tell he's getting a little bit older. His speech is getting a little bit slurred. You know what I mean? And that's what I felt about Kaczynski when I was listening to Kaczynski in MAM2. So, you know. Bless his. Let's see, maybe he has cat allergies. Maybe. Lock him up, throw away the key. Yeah. Well, it'd be nice. Whoa. I'm having way too much fun with these cat sounds. All right, there we go. Lynn seems to have supporters within the legal system community. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He has friends in the legal community. And it seems like they do him, it seems like they, what do you want to say? Have an affection for him and hold back a bit. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, I'm not messing with cats, dude. What are you talking about? You need to be careful there, Jerome. Be throwing around accusations, dude. Hey, man. Anyway. Take a swig of. Sometimes I wonder if LK will cross paths with SA or BD on his way in and on their way out. That would be an epic moment. That would be good, actually. That would be good. Have them, yeah, you know, and even have the prison have a revolving door on it, right? You know what I mean? So that as Kaczynski walks in the revolving door, like Avery or Dassey comes out of the other side of it. Oh, that'd be good. The cat was horrific. Oh yeah. Sometimes cats don't like it when you pet them like that. You just, you know, and then they make that sound, you know. It's just the way it is, you know. So anyway. Is the kitty hurt? Oh geez. The kitty is fine. There is no kitty. It's an app on my phone. That's all it was. The kitty is fine. Here, let me show you. I'll demonstrate. All right. So as you can see, well, as you can't see because anyway, there's little pictures of cats on the screen. If I touch one, there you go. So there you go. That's all it was. No cats were harmed in the filming of this live. in the taping of this live. Anyways. And he took a swig of the Dr. Pepper. Yes, he did. I very rarely need an excuse to do that. So I feel like if William was here, you would be getting, yeah, I might be. Or a wee fanny joke. Anyways. Well, you know, I just figured I'd say some people, you know, I had Jerome coming in here accusing me of messing with cats because I don't want to use the word he used. But anyway. There we go. That's good because no cats were harmed in the filming. Anyways. So And ultimately, what it comes down to, folks, is in the end, the court is basically just saying, the appeals court is just saying, no, the finding of fact here was proper. The court didn't, abuse or, do anything outside of its discretion, and that Len's due process rights were completely adhered to and not violated. So. Are you talking about me, Sharon? Are you suggesting I'm not busy? Because I assure you, I am. I would have liked to have read more stuff about Len when I got home from work, but so it's all right. So you want to come on, Drum? All right, go check your messenger, dude. All right, dude. Go check Messenger, Jerome. And Madison, yes. Oh, wait. Now the drum's coming on.
Hello. Hello, Erekose. Sorry.
Hey, look, he's got Dr. Pepper in Belgium.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have everything in Belgium.
Hey, there you go.
Oh.
But I got to imagine not a lot of people in Belgium are crazy about Dr. Pepper. I mean, probably not their first drink, is it?
Yeah. Is
a lot
it
of
for
people?
much of people? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of young people, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes they prefer Dr. Pepper than Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I also figured, like when you go to Scotland, it's like it's all about Iron Brew, right? So I was figuring, Belgium had its own version of Iron Brew.
Yeah.
What do you have there in Belgium?
Oh my gosh.
Like sodas or whatever,
Yeah. Like this stuff, but especially from Belgium, you mean?
I was thinking, does Belgium, like, for instance, Scotland makes Iron Brew. Does Belgium make a soda or?
Yeah. But to find a market of not a market, but manufacturer to tell you no. No, I have no idea. Not sure. No.
Besides beer.
Yeah, but yeah,
just
we
beer?
prefer
there you go.
Dish, yes. Cheers, my friend.
Yes. Speaking of beer, I think I'm going to switch to beer.
It's the right thing to do. So,
there you go.
Thank you very much. I will like just don't disturb you a lot. Just to say, Mr. Erekose and Mr. Capaldi and Mr. Hodino, I would like to thank you a lot because I have found a person to help me on the channel.
Mr. Mercer?
Yeah, Mr. Mercer. Yeah, from Canada, absolutely. He speaks a perfect French and perfect English, and I speak with him early in the day. And he's absolutely charming, a charming man. Absolutely, and he's totally agree to help me on the channel. So thank you very much. Thank you a lot, because that's mean a lot for me. though, so it was the first big news. I would like to say otherwise, thank you too, because I have a little surprise for September or October. I have been approached by Belgian television.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but
cool
not for me, for us. So
for us, right?
really for us. So I am really excited because I think we can speak more in Belgium. Uh,
And when did you say this
on
was?
maybe or in September or October. I need to after the holiday, because for now nobody works on the television, where are in touch with with the people in the Belgium television. They are all in holidays, so in September I recontact the people I have contact before, and we have contact me uh, about what we are talking about, and
About Len Kaczynski or the Madison rally?
oh no, everything. The
Oh, you
channel,
mean making a
you,
murderer?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
right,
you.
right.
What you do, what Pauls do, what
Oh, okay,
Sharon's do, what I
right.
do, what everything we do, but not just for making a murder. For Ripper Jack, uh,
Yeah,
it's the same for my Billy. It's the same for Linda. It's the same. To tell about our community and what we do, because you are the the first one to have created this community, and this community exists today because of you, Mr. Cozy.
I
So
say it exists because of all of you, but
yeah, for sure,
but
yeah,
you
for
guys
sure.
can
But
point at me and I'll point back at you, and we'll be fine.
yeah, but if you take the DeLorean of the duck and you come back in the past and you erased Mr. Cozy from YouTube, I don't exist. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
I don't exist because you are the
I
point
get
of
I get you. I get you.
you are the point of everything. So
Thank you, thank you. I
so
appreciate
I,
it.
I would like just to tell you that it's it's done for me, and I would like to say hello everybody in the chat. Thank you very much, very
Yeah,
much for all your lovely comments and all your supports. And
yeah,
like the dude said before, please stay safe, stay take care of yourself and people you loved, because this COVID-19 it's a stuff. It's a big stuff,
right.
and so protect yourself.
Yep,
Then I love you whole, and that's come from my heart.
yep.
And we will see you soon. So, Mr. Cozy, thank you
You're welcome,
very
dude.
much.
Well,
And
it's a great community of supporters out there.
oh yeah, oh
Um,
yeah,
it gets a little thin sometimes. When it's not really exciting, which now is kind of one of those times. But like I said, when you talk to your friends there, or whoever it is that you're talking to with the Belgian TV station or whatever,
yeah,
make sure you direct their attention to Madison, October 21st.
yeah.
Even if they
Absolutely.
can't be there,
Yeah,
direct their attention to it
yeah.
so they
Yeah.
can report on it. Because I'd
To
like to. It would
report
be
the
awesome
yeah.
if we get a
I
news
know.
report halfway around the world. That would be freaking awesome.
I know. That's why I was thinking, yeah, I will tell that to my friend because I was waiting to be sure, and now I'm sure. So I tell you, for September or October, I don't know.
Right.
I
Well,
will
when you
try to
talk to
do my
them, yeah,
best. Yeah,
right.
We will
It
talk
sounds like
to.
you're going to talk to them before rally,
Oh
before the
yeah.
Madison
Oh
rally. So
yeah.
just make them aware, and hopefully they'll either tune
Yeah,
into a channel and
I
see what
hope
it
to.
was, or
Yeah,
or
I
we should have a lot of local press there. They can look at the local press and make
yeah
an
yeah.
article. I'm hoping we can get like an article or something generated over there. It'd just
Me
be
too.
awesome. It'd
Me
be
too.
cool.
Me too. Yeah. Really cool.
So,
Really cool.
yep,
That's my point. So I
absolutely.
will try to do my best.
All right, no worries, dude. Hey, that's how we do it, man. We do
Yeah,
what we can. We do what we can,
absolutely.
Um, And it just so happens right now that I can make a trip to Wisconsin at the end of October. So I am. And I'm doing that because, number one, we've been talking about getting after Governor Evers, but have we done it yet? Now, I know Tracy Keogh and a lot of folks on Twitter and through email are putting the heat on Governor Evers.
Absolutely.
But we just need to step it up another little notch so that we are in his face and we're out there outside of his building where he works, and he can see a mass of people peacefully, classy, talking and supporting Brendan Dassey and creating awareness of Eagle Nation, Michael Funk, Avery Dassey. And he's going to have to deal with that. And then, right, at the end of the day, it goes away, and he might have a little sigh of relief, right?
Absolutely.
Where he goes, oh, it's over. Thank God they're gone, right? I don't have to deal with that again. Then 3 or 4 or 5 months from now, when the international lockdowns lift and the HOD descends upon Wisconsin, round 2, and he's not escaping it. We're going to be in his face again. That's the plan, folks. You got to understand, this is not just me in October. This is planning to be me in October starting it off, starting the fire, as it were. And then Mark coming as soon as the international lockdowns lift, and Mark is going to go in and lead round 2. Then we're going to be looking at when's round 3 and how we're going to make that happen. That's the way this is going to go. We want to be in Governor Evers' face at least every few months. We want to try to get out and in his face and in front of that Capitol building every few months. So that's what we're looking to do. And the HOD is on board already. I've already talked to him. He's on board with heading up round 2 when the international lockdowns lift. So we're already set to go forward on those two. It just takes you guys to get behind us, help us out, help us share it, help us make it, more awareness of it. We're gonna, like I said, trying to get the attention of of national media outlets. This is all stuff that we're looking to do, and this is stuff you guys can help with, even if you can't make it in person. Okay, even if you can't make it in person, you can help us promote it, and that is a big, huge help, and we really appreciate it.
Oh yeah. And in my case, if I can, I'm in. I need just to wait for the
international lockdowns.
Absolutely, and coming maybe with Mr. Capaldi and Mrs. Sunshine and Jane, and I don't know for now, but for sure, if the international lockdown is break up,
right,
I'm in too. But
right on, buddy.
We need to wait.
If you and Mark both end up there at the same time, I'm gonna have to break down and buy another ticket. Oh man. Anyways, so folks, that's what we're looking to do. Those of you that are fired up about this, give us a hand, help us make more awareness of it. So share this video today. I obviously spent about probably the first 15-20 minutes talking about this event. So to go over the dates again, folks, we're protesting in Neenah, and we're kind of calling it a protest/rally there, because there it's more Eagle Nation really wants to get in the mayor and the police chief's face, and they really want, they're tired of being ignored. And so we're kind of going more with that terminology there, but it's still going to be classy and it's still going to be peaceful. So that's on Tuesday, the 20th of October. For those that want to come and join us there, that's Tuesday, the 20th of October. Then we're in Madison, Wednesday, the 21st. So it's 2 days in a row, and we're looking when we're in Neenah on Tuesday, folks. Just so you know, the idea is while we're there and while we have local press there, we're going to be talking up the next day in Madison to that press as we're marching through Neenah and stuff. We're going to be talking about, and tomorrow we're in Madison, and tomorrow we're in Madison, and tomorrow we're in Madison. And we're going to be doing that. We're going to try to plant that bug in people's ear. And that's what we're going to be doing. So we can use all the help we can get. If you're local, come and give us a hand. And hopefully by doing that on Tuesday, we'll have even more people showing up in Madison on Wednesday. So this is all the stuff that I'm working on, trying to make happen, and just it's a lot. It's somewhat stressful, but I have faith that people are very much impassioned for Avery and Dassey, and so I am counting that you guys will show up, especially for this, because we're finally getting in Governor Evert's face. I mean, I can't think of if there was anything anybody ever wanted to show up for the Avery Dassey case. This is it. This is the one. This is the one you want to show up for, because you finally get to say your piece to Governor Evers.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's where we're at. And right. So let me see the comments here. Yeah, flash mob. Yeah, but as long as it's not a naked flash mob, we got to have something like, we got to all have like on Avery shirts, or we got to all have on something so that we like take off our jackets and everybody has like on, the same type of shirts or something like that maybe. But I don't know. That's a little too flashy for me. But if everybody else wants to do a flash mob, I'll be open to it. Alrighty. So, anybody have any questions regarding the event in Madison coming up that they want to ask? Coke tastes like bad brown sugar. I don't really care much for Coke myself. I do like Pepsi. Pepsi's kind of like my number 2 or my number 3.
Yeah, some for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my number 2 or number 3, but Dr. Pepper is definitely my favorite. And another thing I really like is Cactus Cooler. And a lot of people don't know what that is, but it's really good. It's like a pineapple, orange, citrus soda. It's really good. I've always liked it. And then number 3 would probably be Pepsi. So also like RC, Royal Crown Cola. That's another one I like. It's good. I like it. All right. Safe travels. Okay, so no questions. All right then, folks. It's been fun. Thank you for joining me there, Jerome. Thanks for the kind words, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks to you.
And like I said, look forward to seeing the international lockdowns lift. And if you and like I said, I'm serious. If you and Mark end up in Wisconsin at the same time after the lockdowns lift, I might have to buy another ticket and go. So, anyways, that we'll have to see. That's some months down the road though, right now, folks. So anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, all right, you want to say it today?
Me?
Yeah, the way we end.
Oh yeah.
Now say it.
And you have done so already. Please subscribe.
And we'll see you, folks.
See you, folks.